hide everyone, or hi everyone. I thought I would make a video because I'm about to practice my suture technique. Anytime I can put skills together or put skills to good use, I like to do that. This is a hide that I've been tanning. I'm giving it its final wash, and because the hide is starting to get really stiff when it's dry, since I rehydrated it during this wash, I thought it was a really good time to go ahead and close up some of the holes that the butcher made in processing the sheep. So my butcher makes it very clear that he's not a tanner and thus doesn't care. It's all about speed for them. So you can see we've got some pretty good size splits and holes here. There's one up here. There it is. And the time to suture those closed is now if I want to prevent gaping holes like this bad boy. It's enormous. Look, I can fit my whole hand through it. If I want to prevent that from being part of the final product, I need to fix that now. So my biggest problem is most of my suture material is absorbable, and I needed non-absorbable. I also needed a needle, and the only needle I had was already in this pack. So I'm going to take that apart, but this is green suture, and this is white, and obviously I want to use the white so that it doesn't show. So I'm going to get that loaded up. Well, this is fun. It's actually a nice kind of a teal color. So I'm going to go ahead and use this because also it will be easy to see. So this is an open gaping wound. On a live sheep, obviously there would be layers of fat and muscle underneath. So I'm using bare hands, which I wouldn't do if I were suturing a live animal. Sterility obviously doesn't really matter in this situation. So we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm starting up here. I'm going to use this as my anchor point because it's real thin. Here we go. This is a giant needle. Okay. I have to remember how to do this. Note to self, maybe practice before taking a video so you don't look like a complete dumbass. Anyway, so here's my anchor, and I'm going to go ahead and do another couple of wraps. Again, it's more complicated, and I would have thumb forceps if I was doing this on a live sheep. But this animal obviously isn't going to move again. I would generally leave this tail on the opposite side too. Maybe we'll do one more wrap. Pull it over. It's been a while. It has been a minute since I have had to suture anything. Okay, so I want to use on this continuous mattress because it's easy, it's fairly fast, it's 900 degrees outside, and that means that I'm not uninterrupted. I would cut this after every pass, but I'm not going to do that here. There we go. And I'm going to put my sutures close enough together that this is going to hold. See here, we've got a layer of skin, but then there's the bottom of all the wool follicles. Oh wow, it looks different when I look through my screen. Alright, and we'll just pick it up over here. Again, I should have brought my thumb forceps out. Okay. And let's see if I can get a nicer shot. Not really. Ah, there we go. Hey, look at that. You can kind of see the closure there. And this needle is very sharp. And I actually won't be able to use it. So, with the other suture material I have. So that's fun. Fortunately, my mom has an upholstery needle, which is not that much different. So I'll go grab that tomorrow. But I want to do this while the skin is nice and wet. Can you see that closure? Oh, if I get my fat fingers out of the way there. See, I'm just making sure there's even tension as I go down. I really admire people who make a lot of YouTube videos. I am not great at it. But again, this is pretty much the same process that you would use on a banana or a sheep or a horse or whatever else you're suturing. A man's face. It's pretty much all the things that I have sutured. So here's your how-to video. Again, this is continuous mattress, and I'm trying hard not to get the wool caught in it. Let's see. So I'm just going to keep stitching to the end of this hole, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so I'm about done with this. I just have to pick a spot to stop. And one thing that I thought about that I didn't say earlier was when you're doing this, well, when I'm doing this on a hide, unlike a live animal whose skin is still moisturized and, you know, it's hydrated, it's got collagen, it's got, oh, come on. It's got blood flow. This skin does not. And so tomorrow it's going to dry out and make this very tight. So I'm a little concerned, even though I tried to make it even and real nice, I'm a little concerned that I have made them closer together than they should be. But anyway, so there's our sutures, and we're going to finish it pretty similar to how we began. Only this time I'm going to do a backward throw. Come on. I'm trying not to catch the wool as I pass through so it doesn't pucker on the other side. Here we go. That's very nice. All right. Ugh. So that's gonna come across like that and close very nicely. Again, you wouldn't want to be doing all this touching on a live animal. And then I'm going to cut my ends super short because this is never coming out. And there we have it. Continuous mattress suture on a sheep hide. All done.